Hi, I'm Dave with Tyrant Milsim, and today we're going to be reviewing a couple of different combat shirts. So, from my right to your left, we have a Crye Precision AC combat shirt in AOR2, a FFI G3 combat shirt in M81, a 511 combat shirt in multicam, and a Tru-Spec combat shirt in M81. So, starting out, there's a couple of material differences between each of these. For the most part, they have a base layer that is made out of some sort of like t-shirt type material. Now, the Tru-Spec one is basically like a medium weight t-shirt, and it's kind of cut like a medium weight t-shirt. All of these are quarter zip shirts, so it's like a medium weight t-shirt that has a quarter zip in the middle of it. And these three shirts, are t-shirt length. So if you buy like a medium t-shirt, it's going to be as long as the medium shirt of this or the large shirt of this, back and forth, vice versa. Which, if you're a taller person like me, isn't great because it means that your shirt's going to come untucked as soon as you like bend over or like move in a tactical manner. Now, the 511 shirt, while being a t-shirt like material, has a couple of different features of it. So on the side, there's this like more heavily knit section that's a lot more stretchy than a normal t-shirt, and the same type of material is used in the back of the collar. It also has like some sort of mesh stuff in it. It's kind of weird fabric, but it's not uncomfortable. When you go to the FFI shirt, it, like the Crye shirt, runs up the inside of the pit, which the Tru-Spec shirt does not. The Tru-Spec shirt is just a t-shirt that has Nyko ripstop sleeves, which is another thing I should have mentioned before, is that all of these have Nyko ripstop sleeves, but the quality of fabric varies between them. And then you come to the Crye shirt, which has the normal t-shirt material, except that it's longer. Same thing with the sleeves. The sleeves are longer even if you get a normal length, which allows you to tuck it in and not have it come out. And then the underarms, of course, go up on the inside. So, I'll throw those boys over there. We're going to start with this, and I'll just pull shirts as we go. Now that we have more of a top-down view, it's a Crye Precision shirt. The tag is there, for those of you that don't believe it's real. So, starting with the cuffs on the sleeves, they're kind of flat cuffs, so they're a lot wider than cuffs on some of the other shirts. You have 1-inch Velcro that you can use to tighten and loosen them. You have the AC style pocket on the sleeve, so you can fit in one of the AC combat elbow pads, which has like the external elbow pad, kind of like the Crye knee pads are famous for. Going up to the pocket, because it's an AC shirt, it's Velcro, and it's the big pieces of Velcro as opposed to the strips like on the G3 combat shirt. You have your normal quarter zip, and then you have a pretty high collar. They kind of cut the collar down on the G3s, but this is probably like 2-inch collar, give or take, which is kind of a user preference thing. I like the higher collars, some guys don't. So that's the Crye Precision shirt. Going to the FFI shirt. This is based off a Crye G3 combat shirt. So, sleeves, you yet again have kind of a more straight cut, like the Cryes. Now this is, because it's a G3 style shirt, it has the G3 style elbow pad pocket, so this doesn't have the, can't take the hard elbow pads, but it does take like the soft Crye ones, and the same ones that they run in fields and stuff, and the G3 shirts. You have a larger pocket than on the Crye, which is kind of weird. Like if you see how much extra fabric there is on the side of the Velcro, it's kind of a weird thing to me. But it has the Crye kind of tapered pockets and all that. And it's 2 strips of Velcro as opposed to the whole block of Velcro, which is in theory to make it easier to like conform to the shape of your body. I'm not sure if that actually works. And then of course it's Velcroed here. And there's actually 2 pockets in this. So you have one pocket and then another pocket behind it. And then you have, of course, your normal zip. And then this is yet again kind of like a high 2-inch-ish collar. I'm not sure how much you can see that on camera right now. You have a high like 2-inch-ish collar. That's about similar length to the actual Crye AC one. So this is your FFI combat shirt. Now, here we have a 511 combat shirt, which is actually one of the first combat shirts I ever owned. So going to your sleeve, this is more of a tapered sleeve, so it is like much wider up at the bicep area than it is at the wrist, which, you know, is kind of how human bodies are shaped, but it does mean that rolling up the sleeves is harder than it is on the Cryes. And again, you have kind of a 1-inch Velcro strip to close your cuff. Now this has a reinforced elbow, so there's more material sewn over the elbow, but it's the same kind of like ripstop material, and it doesn't accept a pad in it, so it's just kind of there to stop you from putting a hole through it as fast. It's not going to stop you from putting a hole through it, and it's not going to pad your elbow or anything. So if you're all into that crawling on your elbows and shit, it sucks to suck. Here you have your pocket, which has like this angled edge. I'm not really sure why. It makes the pocket a little smaller, but it's not a huge deal. And then it has Velcro, just like big bases of Velcro. But the Velcro up here, like in the normal like flag area, is way smaller than 2 inches. It's like 1 3/4-ish. So if you put a patch on here, sometimes they get stuck on stuff and fall off. And then this section is just kind of the perfect size to fit a KTS patch on if you want one of those. And then, of course, this is Velcro enclosure. Normal pocket, you can put whatever the hell you want in here. And, yep, so that's that. Same thing, zip-up collar. Little smaller than the Crye collar. I mean, this, if you look at this shirt, it's basically like 511's rip-off of a Crye shirt. Not that FFI's is not a just blatant complete rip-off, but 511 tries to be at least a little more less rip-offy, if that makes any sense to anyone. And you got your Tru-Spec shirt. So, if you're looking at your sleeve, yet again, it's more of a tapered cut, Velcro. Now, this takes like the USGI style elbow pad inserts, so like the kind of elbow pad inserts you put inside of ACUs, which I've never seen anyone do in any of my experience with the military or airsoft. So like, I guess it works. And then for pockets you have like ACU style pockets, like the old style ACUs, not the new OCP fancy ones that are what we're getting issued now. So it's the, here we go, this is easier. So it's got the section for the flag up here, section for unit patch down here. Pull it open. Got this in here, and you got your little IR tab if you want to keep your little glint tape, your little 1-inch glint square fucking covered. And then you have a super tiny little collar here. Now, unlike all the other shirts, this collar on the inside is t-shirt material and on the outside is a ripstop fabric, which I don't like personally, because it means that when you fold the collar down, it's like all t-shirty and tends to get stuff stuck on it, and then that stuff rubs up on your neck. So I guess we can go to personal opinion from there. The Tru-Spec shirt is great for like the price, but it's also like the cheapest option generally. Tru-Spec's great for like, their shit doesn't fall apart very easily, but it's also not super comfortable. So it's okay. Honestly, this is the shirt that I run most of the time on the team because we run M81, and finding it like Crye M81 shirts are like $500, so not gonna happen. 511 shirt. This shirt actually, this specific shirt is the first combat shirt I've ever owned, which I got a long time ago. So clearly it's held up over time. I definitely like the base layer a lot better than the Tru-Spec base layer. It's a lot lighter. It's a lot softer. The sleeves are the pockets on the sleeves are kind of weird, and I don't like that they're tapered, but I'd say it's preferable to the Tru-Spec. The FFI shirt is not mine, so Casey's going to talk to you about that in a second. And the Crye AC combat shirt is by far my favorite. And no, I'm not one of those guys that's just like, oh, it's Crye, it's got to be the best shit out there. Because if you've seen most of my gear is not Crye, so clearly that's not true. I had a JPC, hated it. I just like the material on the t-shirt is like really light, super breathable. I get hot pretty easily, so that's great for me. I like the cut of the sleeves. I like how it's straight cut because I like to roll my sleeves up. The pockets are no nonsense. I like that they're full Velcro on like the G3 style. That's why I don't have any G3 combat shirts. Like, it's all just simple, keep it simple, stupid kind of shit. So, here's Case to talk about the FFI shirt.
I'm Casey, and this is my personal shirt that I've been using for quite a while now. So you can probably see on the video here, it's pretty beat up and used, but it's withstanded the test of time. It does have some drawbacks though to it, and some highlights that I like about it. It, like Dave mentioned, has these large pockets, which I think can be both a advantage and disadvantage. It can house a lot of useful things like my dead rag or a pen or a map, but it feels a little funky when you're wearing it, honestly. But I think that the fact that it has these G3 style Velcro pads does help a bit. I actually like it because you can get these patches off a little bit easier. So that's one reason why I like it, but honestly, it doesn't make a big difference to me. As for the sizing and the functionality of the shirt itself, it's very breathable. I like the material for it. A little bit stretchy, so for a bigger guy, that's like kind of a good thing. It's like a just fit for the shirt. The sizing for the shirt is very accurate, so that's good. I think if you're like an average size guy, you can get the whole set. It's going to be a really high quality set for that, but if you're a bigger guy, I wouldn't honestly invest in it.
I'm Dave.
I'm Casey.
Let us know what you want to see in the future as far as reviews and stuff goes. Thanks for watching.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Hi, I'm Truman from Tyrant King's Milsim. Did you know you could get these marvelous patches that are being thrown on my luscious man chest for 10% off? That's right, these Keystone Tactical patches you can get at 10% off by using our coupon code TKMilsim at checkout. Go there, get some patches, throw them on my chest, and be fucking operator.